Today I'm going to show you how to make Kirby in Tinkercad using simple shapes, step by step. Kirby is the perfect beginner-friendly project because he's built from basic geometric primitives, which means you do not need any advanced 3D modeling skills to get a really cute result. We'll build the body, the feet, the arms, the face, and the mouth. And then I'll show you the important final step that keeps all the colors looking correct when you group everything together. If this tutorial helps you, make sure to hit like and subscribe for more easy Tinkercad tutorials just like this. Alright, let's jump into it. First, open Tinkercad and create a new design. Once you're in the workplane, we're going to start with Kirby's body, and the easiest way to do that is with a sphere. Drag a sphere onto the workplane. Right away, you want to make this shape as smooth as possible, so look for the step setting and increase it to the maximum, usually 24 or 32. That gives the sphere a much cleaner and more polished look, which is exactly what you want for Kirby. Then change the color to pink since that's the classic Kirby body color. Now that the body is ready, we can move on to the feet. Kirby has those little rounded red feet underneath his body, and in Tinkercad, you can make them using an oval or by stretching a sphere. Drag an oval onto the workplane and change the color to a deep red. You want the feet to look slightly oval and soft, not too sharp or boxy. After that, rotate the feet a little bit outward so they look natural from the front. Then use the D key to drop them flat onto the workplane so they sit properly on the floor. Once the first foot is positioned, slide the body sphere until it sits slightly inside the feet. This gives the model a more connected and stable look, almost like Kirby is resting directly on them. Next, let's make the arms. Kirby's arms are tiny, almost like little nubs, so we can build them with small spheres. Drag a smaller sphere onto the workplane, then scale it down until it looks compact and rounded. Flatten it slightly so it has more of a nub shape instead of a perfect ball. Now place it on one side of the body and rotate it a bit so it looks like it's sticking out naturally. Push part of the arm into the body just a little bit because that helps it blend in instead of looking like a separate floating piece. Once the first arm looks good, duplicate it by pressing Ctrl+D. Then use the mirror tool with M to flip it over for the other side. Move the mirrored arm into position on the opposite side of Kirby's body. At this point, Kirby should already be starting to look recognizable, even without the face. Now it's time for the face, and this is where the model really comes to life. For the eyes, you can use a capsule or a stretched cylinder. If you want a more realistic cutout look, turn the eye shape into a hole and use it to cut a small indent into the face. If you want a simpler sticker style look, just leave it as a black solid shape instead. Position the eyes on the front of Kirby's body, spacing them evenly so the face looks balanced. Then add a tiny white sphere at the top of each eye to create that little sparkle detail. That sparkle is a small touch, but it makes the whole model feel much more polished and expressive. After the eyes, we'll add the blush marks. Kirby's blush is one of the most iconic parts of his design, and it's super easy to recreate. Use two flat ovals, color them light pink or soft red, and place them just underneath the eyes. Keep them small and rounded so they sit naturally on the face. You want them close enough to the eyes that they feel like part of the expression, but not so close that they overlap too much. Once the blush is in place, Kirby will already look adorable and much more complete. Now let's make the mouth. There are a couple of ways to do this depending on the style you want. For a simple smiling Kirby, use a ring or torus shape. Turn it into a hole and sink it halfway into the body so only the curved smile shows on the surface. That gives you a nice clean smile without making the face too complicated. If you want an open mouth Kirby instead, you can use a half sphere colored dark red or black and rotate it so it faces forward. This gives Kirby a more animated expression, like he's ready to inhale a star or get into action. Choose the version that best fits the look you want for your project. Once all the pieces are in place, it's time for the most important final step, grouping. Select everything in your model and press Ctrl+G to group it all together. This combines the shapes into one finished Kirby model, which makes it much easier to move and export. But there is one small thing to watch out for. Sometimes when you group your model, Kirby may turn into one single color. If that happens, click the solid color circle and check the multicolor box. That will bring back his pink body, red feet, and any other colors you used, so the model keeps its correct look. And that's it. You've just made Kirby in Tinkercad using simple shapes and easy tools. This is a great beginner project because it teaches you how to combine primitives, use duplication and mirroring, and control color and grouping in a fun way. If you enjoyed this tutorial, please give it a like, subscribe for more 3D design tutorials, and let me know in the comments what character you want to build next. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.